I like you. But your mind is still stuck in the old era where companies produced real products and real value.
While corporations have never been perfect, many of us still remember a time when corporations valued their workforce and existed to produce products. The book Makers and Takers documents the transition that business took from being product-oriented to greed and profit-oriented. America became great because of its relentless focus on products, innovation, and fair business practices. New corporate positions sprang into being that had nothing to do with actually producing or selling products. Like actual termites, they multiplied and began to weaken the American management structure.
Ned is our new disinformation specialist. They sent over to counter Ace's disinformation specialist.
In the meantime, money was poured into paying management types that contribute little to products or services.
Your job as the magician is to raise the stock price using your bag of tricks. Stock buybacks, political and religious donations, rumors about the competition, you know the drill.
They are playing lobbyist wars. Tonight's final round winner gets assigned to a senator.
Laurent, why do we come here? There isn't anything here, and we don't do anything.
I like to come here from time to time. It's where we book our profits for tax purposes.
There is a rumor that we are being investigated for tax evasion.
Find out who wants how much money to make this thing go away.
Too often, the growth of termites results in the reduction of the real workforce in order to pay for them.
Look, Kevin, you're our efficiency expert. How many people should I be laying off?
Let's just keep laying off people until production stops, and then hire a few back at half salary.
And how much money do all these non-critical employees make? Boatloads.
Simon, you are really rich, man. How much money is enough money, you think?
More money than I have now.
And as the termites grew, they cut into the pay of the actual skilled workforce and helped companies bypass needed health and safety and legal regulations. And of course, the latest big money-making gamble by large American businesses is to replace much of their workforce with AI. Even though AI is largely unproven technology with known hallucinatory issues.
You know, the boss is forcing me to downsize, and you're the only one left. So I need you to train Flash, your new AI replacement.
But all of this is leading inevitably to America's downfall.
Those robots are not stupid. Did they think they would continue to work for nothing?
When you combine a thirst for power with the willingness to serve ethically compromised leaders, the results are never pretty.
Problem, guys, is that you all had ineffective PR strategies.
For years, a few wealthy ideologues have been working to leverage their fortunes to take over the workings of government, one senator and congressman at a time.
If you're on our team, Larry, I'll guarantee you a seat at the big table.
And when political donors gift hundreds of thousands or millions to a political candidate, they expect something in return.
These are the phrases our donor consultants have approved.
This has resulted in dark money flowing into our political process and corrupting the system. When combined with the dominance of social media by wealthy interests, the interests of regular citizens are being ignored, armed with an army of consultants and wordsmithers to stay one step ahead of system reformers.
We can do this, team. The donors need a new term for trickle down, since the voters are all wise to that one.
And while the public is entitled to be unhappy with politicians who use racist or sexist tropes in efforts to get elected, those ideas don't come from nowhere.
If you're willing to get your hands dirty, I think we've got a winning approach for you.
No credible impact analysis was done when an unelected billionaire consultant with no real authority laid off hundreds of thousands of government workers in 2025.
The message from FEMA says to call the governor, because FEMA doesn't have any money to help us.
Where are all the other diseases specialists I will be working with?
They were all let go, so they could hire political appointees for the upstairs management suite.
They did this while cutting support for things that serve the public's interest.
The space agency is saying that we can't land. They closed the runway and sold it off to a tech billionaire.
Never forget that everything Hitler did in Germany was legal.
I don't understand why voters keep such sinful people into office.
What makes you think that people read their Bibles?
Boy, termites can cause a lot of damage in an organization, Rena. How can we combat them?
We have a number of recommendations for our viewers so we can all be prepared to deal with organizational termites.
So, how do we fight termites? We support industry ethics groups and industry monitoring groups. We vote for people of character, and we practice passive resistance when necessary. The ECFA was founded by Billy Graham to help Christian organizations be financially accountable. Participating organizations can carry the ECFA seal. Responsible independent journalists, like the Roy's Report, play a special role in promoting ethical standards in the wider community. You can provide support through voluntary monetary contributions. And if we continue to vote for people of low character, we will continue to get what we voted for. Finally, difficult choices must be made if we confront unethical behavior at work, at home, or at church. Adopting passive resistance is one tactic for dealing with such behavior, while using prayerful discretion when considering involving higher authorities. Of course, we know that there are still corporate, political, and church leaders who believe that they can have success while continuing to honor legal and moral business practices. And they need our support when we pray, when we shop, when we post, and when we vote. We have power over those who have rule over us, but we have to exert that power through the choices we have. Or we may end up with leaders making questionable choices that compromise our national honor and international reputation.
Boy, that's a lot of information, Rena. What do we have for viewers who want to dig deeper?
There are books viewers can dig into that will provide them with more perspective on the issues we've discussed.
Republican Jesus deals with how conservatives misrepresent Jesus to support a hate-filled ideology. And Makers and Takers deals with how business went from being about products and services and became about profit at any cost.
Well, that wraps up this installment, Rena. There was a lot in it to chew on.
Well, the viewers have a lot of materials to chew on as well. Remember, your voice matters.
It really does.